There is no intro yet. Howdy, my name is Alex, but you can call me Pitu. And we're probably at the end of Bastion. We kinda know about the story now. I mean the conclusion. Oh, something is here, so it's a two-step entry login or something.
Well, that's sweet and all, but I don't know if I can stick around.
Oh, are you going to become a last enemy or something? Or you're just going after Sooo? I kinda miss the rolling stuff for space. Hey, bull.
The weight of the calamity. It's on our shoulders. We can't just let it go.
What's with this? Wow, this seems a bit overpowered.
Bastion does have another function, strictly speaking.
Oh, okay. Well, what's with this? Where should I go if not this way? Oh, this way.
If ever the monument blew out and we couldn't repair it, we could still evacuate. First, we'd round up as many folks as we could carry. Next, we'd detonate the cores, and we'd take off. Away from here.
Wow, that's an insta-kill. But, where do we go with this? Okay, this is the fast travel point.
Of course, that would mean no going back. Ever. But then again, that way all of us could leave the city. Together.
You're saying?
You know, Zolf and his countrymen won't be giving up that shard without a fight, don't you?
It's okay, but what are you trying to do here, Rux? Because it seems like it's all about you. In the end. Hey.
Zolf and the Ura, all they want now is to see the Bastion fall.
Well, it might be because now they are in power.
Zolf dedicated his life to a lasting peace between the Ura and Caelondia.
Am I able to hit it somehow? Yeah, I am. Because now that the calamity, maybe the world is mostly gone, but the Ura is powerful.
He can't have imagined the city would try to wipe the Ura out. Zolf ain't lost every shred of decency, though, has he?
Well, here's a shard.
Warn you about his plans. He tried to warn the kid.
What about you?
For Zolf, this ain't a personal matter. It's such a shame.
Oh.
That's life. Let me go.
Can I? Well, it seems like I can't.
Ain't a simple matter of pride either.
Okay. But this wasn't Zulf. Okay, this is... we're going slow. Here's the shard.
One thing's for sure. The Ura can't be happy that the kid followed Zolf all the way home.
Well, because I'm killing many of them. Kind of unintentionally, but I have to finish the game somehow. And I'm doing it with a... I don't even know what kind of RAM this is. Oh, they were against Zulf. So move on, abandon Zulf's body and press forward with the battering ram. Zulf's situation is hopeless and a distraction. His plan to avenge the Ura only brought more suffering. All that matters is the safe return of the shard. Or take Zulf, abandon the battering ram, and pick up Zulf's body instead. Zulf is badly injured but breathing. It appears his countrymen turned on him as their situation grew desperate. He nearly destroyed Bastion, and yet... Well, the decision about this thing is because, you know, this battering ram is cool and whatever, but makes us very slow, and I I want to go faster. So it's kind of takes off.
I can see it now. The kid in one corner, and Zolf in the other. Ain't much of a fight.
Okay, so I'm even slower than I was before, and I cannot use any weapon.
Don't you worry though. Once the Bastion's restored, it'll all be alright.
I probably have to go this way. I'm too slow to wandering off.
You ain't still thinking about that whole leaving the city thing, are you?
I'm not thinking about that part of it. What can I do now? I'm gonna take the shots, but it kinda doesn't matter, as I see. Can I get there? Oh, I have to go that way. They stopped shooting. They went away from our way. They closed the way behind us. Ah, I like that one. I like that one. They paying their respects now.
Kid's probably dealt with Zolf by now.
It's cool.
It reminds me of myself when I was his age. I ever tell you about those days? Hey, kid. Get up, kid.
Was it as I expected that the kid is Rux when he was younger?
Come on, that ain't funny. I say get up. That's more like it. Now, set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll talk.
I cannot even see you, or Zia, or anybody. Until then.
The Bastion. It's finally finished. Now, there's something I want you to see. Welcome to the heart of the Bastion. I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions.
Yeah, I have. And first for Zia.
You made it.
As Zia about the Bastion's restorative power.
So, let's see. You can either prevent the calamity, or stick around with me and Rex. I'd hate to be in your shoes.
She has a pretty cool voice.
If I could be any place I wanted, I'd stay right here. We could go anywhere in the world. Zolf tried to talk me into joining him. I tried to talk him out of it. I guess we both failed.
Cool way to put it.
Any moment I'd want to live again happened after the calamity, not before.
Well, that's an interesting thought. That might sell me. But let's talk with Zuf. Rux.
Hey, kid. You can undo the calamity here and now. Go on, kid. And before I forget, thank you.
Okay, so you're not... you didn't do the calamity. You can just restore it, I guess.
Always wondered what the motherland was like. Not that it matters anymore. You've got one thing left to do, so you hang on to that badge. Besides, you earned it. Don't let anything you've done get to you. You can save all those creatures here and now.
I can save or restore them. That's... So this is the monument with a penis-formed bull in front of it. Why does it remind me of a penis? That's not right. Actually, restoration. Initiate the Bastion's restoration protocol. Caution: this process will restore a previous world state and is irreversible. Use only as directed. Evacuation. Initiate the Bastion's evacuation protocol. Caution: this process will cause irreparable damage to the core receptacles, disabling the restoration protocol. Well. Well, I think of right now when people, like human people, but when people are in that kind of power and in that kind of civilization, where they can destroy their own planet, their own world, their own nature, then they are deserving that. So that's why I'm not really sold on restoration. It's like, here on Earth, we are destroying our natural habitat. Not the planet, as some people goes, but here even the planet seems like it's broken, fragmented, or whatever. But here in our world, it's if I would be able to choose this. It's always about the loved ones, and now the kid has this Zia girl who wants him to stay here, and wants to evacuate, wants to live, even though she will live in the restored world, without probably remembering this part of the world will just stop existing. But still, now the people learned or can learn about those mistakes. Now the Euro, everybody actually who is living this world is about protecting this state of being. So they are against this Bastion, and they saw us. So I even said that I'm not thinking that they are evil. They are freed, and their freedom is protected by their actions. So I'm going with evacuation.
Oh, mother. And here I figured you'd had enough of me by now. You could have undone the calamity itself. But instead, you want to stay in a world like this. I gotta admit, kid, I ain't yet put much thought in that idea of carrying on with you here. We can't go back no more, but I suppose we could go wherever we please. And if anyone's left out there, I sure would like to see the look on their faces when we dock this thing right on their doorstep. Getting ahead of myself, though. I'm gonna need a first mate. What do you say?
Well, I didn't expect to have a moral ground at the end of this game, which was a very interesting one. Somewhere on the second part, I lost a bit of interest in it when all the mechanics were like, okay, understand it, and it was just a game going forward, and the story was like just a narration. It seemed for a while that it didn't really matter. It's just sometimes a few sentences from Ruckus. But then that finished very early on, and I said my concerns in that episode. If that wasn't the episode that I am missing, because somehow the recording wasn't done properly. But still it's a cool game. It's an interesting story, an interesting twist in the end. Not really about the rocks thing, but that we can choose between undoing it or not. And I really like that I chose that, the evacuation. Okay, I'm gonna say bye and just let the credits finish their stuff, and I'm planning on the next one, on the next series. I don't even know yet what it will be. GTA 5 is right now free on Epic Store, so I already bought it like 3 months ago on Steam, but still, it might be that that will be the next one, because many people who did not play it until now, because they did not want to buy it or something, they might have taken their hands on it. So it might be that GTA 5. I was always a fan of the GTA series, even the 1, 2, not really the 2, but the first one, the third one really, the Vice City. I was late for the party and with San Andreas and the GTA 4, and I'm really late with the 5. Still, I wanna play the story of that game, so it might be a fun adventure. It might be the next one. I'm not sure. So don't quote me on that. Don't take my word for it. That's the good expression. Anyways, if I have a decision about that, if you subscribe and hit the bell button, you might get an how does it called? You know, I'm not used to this YouTube stuff, so just hit the bell and YouTube will do its stuff. Like this if you liked it, or dislike if you feel like I I do about myself. And as always, bye. There is no outro either, just a button for like and subscribe.